dusty those coils look. And then if you can look behind it, that they look more silver and clean.
Popsy fixed it.
You're not going to get 100% ever. Hey, Popsy here. Today we're going to do some maintenance on the air conditioner. Change the air filter, give it a quick hose down through the condenser to coils just to make sure that it's as clean as it can be. If you do it once or twice a summer to help keep the pollen and the dirt out, it'll help keep your air conditioner run a lot cooler and it'll keep your electricity bill down. So hang out with me as we go on this adventure. I just want to go over a few things with you. Your air filter always has a size on it, and that's, you can buy many different sizes, and then it's going to tell you the MERV rating.
Okay, think of your filter like a fishing net. The smaller the holes, the more particulate you're going to catch. Everything from dust bunnies and pollen, all the way down to smoke and bacteria. What's the magic number? For most systems, it's between MERV 8 and MERV 11. You're going to get that either off of your owner's manual or frame where you put the filter in. You want to catch the nasty stuff without choking your system out. Whatever you do, don't get too high of a filter. By doing this, you're going to suffocate your system. You're going to make it work harder. You take the potential of not only causing your energy bills to rise, but also damaging your blower motor or other components within your unit.
The next most important thing is you want to pay attention to the airflow direction. So the air flows from the house through the air return, through your air filter, through your unit, gets conditioned, and then it pushes back out through your supply ducts. So you want to make sure that you put that in the proper orientation so that the dirty air, return air, comes in through the filter, filters through the filter, and then gets conditioned in the air conditioner or the indoor unit, and then gets blown back out through your duct network. So I'm going to take you along to the side of the house, and we're going to put a new filter in my unit, and then we're also going to give the condenser a quick hose down. My unit's a little different than the standard unit. I have a package unit, so both my air conditioner and my gas furnace is in one piece of equipment outside. Save space inside the house. The basic concept is the same on changing the filter and then hosing out your outside unit. I just do all mine on one piece of equipment. We're gonna go through the filter change, and we're gonna do a quick rinse from the outside in on our condenser, and then I'll also do some footage of upload some footage where you can take it apart if you feel confident. Not everybody feels confident, but rinsing it from the outside in is better than not rinsing it at all. So hang out with me as we go through this. Let's just take a peek inside and see how dirty it looks. Nah, it don't look bad. It don't look that bad. A couple leaves in the corners, but the condenser coils themselves, I don't know if you can see that. The condenser coil themselves look pretty clean. All right, let's get you set up and get going. We're going to change this air filter real quick, and then we'll give the unit a rinse down. Let me get this cover off, and then I'll bring you in for some footage. You can use a regular screwdriver, nut driver. If you have an indoor unit, you may not even need any tools. But because mine's a one-piece outdoor unit, I gotta open this cabinet with some tools. Put that out of the way. Pull my old air filter out. You can see it's got a little bit of dirt in it. Not super dirty, but I do this every month like you should. I set a reminder in my calendar, so airflow, and you want it to airflow to point to the unit. So airflow to the unit, and I'm gonna put this on here. Just in case you're wondering, this is what the inside of my unit looks like. So then I put my air filter in here, airflow into the unit, draws it in from the return duct and through the filter. Put my filter in here. This is a little cumbersome to do one-handed. Try to set you down here. And then my filter just kind of slips up and then down, locks into that right there like that. And then I'm gonna put my outside cover back on. Slip it up in there. Take my screws, and you don't need to torque these down. You just barely gotta run them till they make contact. It's just enough to keep the cover on. You get them too torqued down, you'll strip out the metal, and then you got a smell of a test. Garden hose, and we'll get that condenser hose down from the outside in. Like I was saying a minute ago, hosing the condenser down from the outside in is not necessarily the best, but it is better than nothing at all. So I'll show you that process. give you a couple tips on it, and then we'll move forward. My garden hose has a head with multiple settings: shower, jet, so and so. You don't want jet or anything that puts out a big stream. I find that shower works good, just shows out like a rain shower. Then if you look at your condenser coils, you can see mine run up and down. That's the way you want to wash. You're just going to want to wash out that dirt the best you can. It doesn't matter that it gets wet, it sets out in the rain all the time. So hang out with me as we do this. Here we go. Just get in there. Now this is not going to necessarily be as good as using chemicals. This is not going to be necessarily as good as washing it from the outside in. If you feel confident enough that you can take your unit apart and do so, then by all means go ahead and do it. But I guarantee that doing this right here once or twice a year is going to be better than not doing it at all. It's going to help reduce your maintenance costs. It's going to help reduce your heating and cooling expenses and electricity consumption, because washing out that fine pollen and dirt is going to give you more airflow through your condensers. Step around the side here. We'll do the same thing again. Go to the other side here. Ooh, I'll get my hose moved around. If you look real close, you can probably see how dirty and dusty those coils look. And then if you can look behind it, so they look more silver and clean. You're not gonna get 100% ever. And you can use some cleaner, but if you don't feel confident in doing that, leave that part to the professionals. This is just gonna get you a good general cleaning. All right, we did that. I'm gonna put my hose up, and you all stay cool this summer. Popsy out.